If I were to make a guess, I don't think anyone is gonna be break because what might happen is towards the end, we might see a situation like high silence for DOT, as well as a high silence for break, as well as a cipher for version 3. I think that might be a potential situation. What I'm guessing is gonna happen, it doesn't make sense for them to follow the traditional routes of like a silver DPS, because they will definitely want to find a way to not just A, sell the brand new mechanic from version 4, but also B, nerf the Remembrance flagship. They have to find a way to nerf the Remembrance flagship, because if they don't nerf Remembrance flagship, nobody is gonna be given their one mechanic. Like, can you imagine if your 8-cost Remembrance flagship still clears faster than AHA? I just don't ever see that from happening. So they have to come up with like a design that is anti-heal, anti-HP, anti-Mimos, right? And purely focused on like the brand new version so that they can sell these mother bitches, right? And in order to balance that in tandem with the new units, they will also still have to make other comps besides Remembrance flagship make sense to the point where they don't become like a Sela or like a Jingliu. Because like if Remembrance flagship gets nerfed in the same level of nerf as every other DPS, can you imagine what would happen to like Akron or like Facials? Like, that would actually be Honkai power creep, right? So I think like they will probably make like a specific mechanic intentionally designed only to focus on Remembrance flagship and just Remembrance flagship. But for every other team comps, it will probably not be as strict, because like the most shield team is also the easiest to be the most anti-shield. It is the exact same situation as Subarik, right? Subarik was the most shield, it was the easiest, it was the best, and then they add in like toughness lock and like they inflated the toughness bar, so Subarik fell off very, very hard, whereas Aircon, Facial, Unity, they still remain relatively consistent, right? So I think that's how they're gonna be balancing out the power to bring up Elation, bring down Remembrance, and then every other team is around the same baseline, maybe 10 to 20% ish from the performance of the brand new flagship, right? So that is gonna be my guess. Scam and final in the same sentence, and there it is, right? Okay, chat. I would really want to play the final of this version, though, right? Whoever the final of this version is gonna be, that is gonna be my goal for my free play account, right? Because my free play account is no longer gonna be going for the flagship itself. So hopefully, I am hoping is this bitch. But I don't think it's gonna be her, based on all those things that I just said, based on Mr. Lore. So, what will probably be the final of this version? Because it has to be one of the 7, right? Out of these 7 here, one is the flagship, which is gonna be Bro, and then the other one is gonna be another DPS light final. Now, it's not gonna be Sparksy, I'm guessing, because Sparksy is probably more in the lines of like D-Herla, alright? And whichever one of these 3 is most likely the final, right? The 3 of the above. But then again, like I mentioned, I wouldn't want to place my guess on the same assumptions for Amphoreus, because it's AHA. And they would definitely troll you, intentionally speaking, right? So that's my guess. May I know why Bob is going for our flagship? Tell me. Oh, because people are crying about it too much. Because Bob is way too good at this game, and we're like clearing everything with the power of our Remembrance flagship. So I kind of want to go into this new direction where we don't need flagship on our free-to-play account, and we can still clear consistently, relatively okay, right? And ideally also like lesser costs, so that our free account can still keep up with the brand new version, right? So that's kind of pretty much it. AHA himself is the anniversary unit, absolutely. I need 5-star Sambo or our explode HSR. I think Sambo, okay, I don't even think. I know that Sambo is gonna make an appearance. He just has to be, bro. There is no way Sambo is not making an appearance. The question is just whether he is a playable unit or is he the final boss. I have never seen a playable unit transforming into a final boss, so I am 95% sure that Sambo is gonna be the Cyrene of this version. Then 5% he becomes an Iron 2. Right, so that is kind of pretty much it. Because it doesn't really make sense that Sambo has a 4-star and like he was with us since version 1 and he teased out a little bit here and there just to make him not playable and just make him like an enemy, right? So he's probably maybe a little bit like a Sunday situation where like he used to be an enemy, but eventually Bro became good. So we converted Sambo. So we turned Sambo from a scammer into a law-abiding citizen, right? So Bro became the final boss, and then he just has his Sunday arc entry into our journey, or rather our Azure Express, at maybe like 4.7, 4.8. Alright, so whatever that's gonna be. Final boss is Dao himself. Absolutely. Alright, chat. That was a very, very nice little yapping. If your name is Sparksy, enemies go buff limit. So yeah, I think that was a very, very nice yapping session. We still have 25 more minutes before we get ourselves into the Art Knights Enfield livestream. So until that happens, we are just gonna be stalling a little bit more with the daily village, and then we can prepare for Art Knights Enfield, right? So that's gonna be magic. That's pretty much it. Do you notice Silver has a robot tail now? Oh, I just realized. Oh, yeah, I literally just realized. Very, very good. Very, very nice. Based on the new drip marketing cover design, who are you most interested? Yep, personally, it's gonna be Nihilux. This is, the Buzz Lightyear. There's this Buzz Lightyear meme. My favorite character is this. And then everyone's favorite character is Yai Sakura. But to be fair, I see a lot of interest for Nihilux as well. So that's gonna be... You have cooled your last cool, my man.